What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. Today, I am back with my very, very cheap $6,600 BMW X5. It is the 3.0 diesel all-wheel drive, and as we found out, it has a problem, and the problem could be very expensive, but I think I found a cheap way around it. And to help us today...
Oh wait, uplighting. We're doing this. See, it makes a difference.
Horrible.
Doesn't that look good? See,
looks really bad.
Old and crabby.
That's way better.
Young.
No.
No?
That's backwards.
Oh no.
You got it backwards, Mike.
Doggone it.
We got Monkey Winch Mike in the house with us today.
And this side of the vehicle really...
It smells a little bit under the hood.
It's like a sewage thing.
You know why?
Why?
I'll bet it's because I spilled a bunch of that urea. That diesel exhaust, it smells.
I bet that's it.
Absolutely horrible. I'll need to remember to clean all of this up. I spilled some over here, and then I spilled some over here, too. So we're going to do an EGR cooler.
Yay!
On this today. And I expect it's going to be super easy.
We counted the bolts already.
Yeah, two?
Two bolts.
Two? So this part is like $780.
New?
Yeah. Yes. I checked with the FCP Euro, and everywhere it's about an $800 part.
Wow.
And it sits right here. You can barely see it, but this big piece on the front of the motor, that's it. We have a check engine light, only one code. I drove the crap out of this thing. Only one code, and it's for the EGR cooler. Normally, I would say, oh, who cares, one code. But that EGR cooler caused exhaust gases to get too excessive and actually cause damage to the cylinder head, pop a head gasket. It's a big deal. It's something that you have to take care of. So here's what I did. I went on eBay. I decided for once, instead of buying new parts, we're going to go cheap and see if we can fix this on a budget.
I like the sound of that.
How much do you think that the EGR cooler costs on eBay? Guaranteed to be good.
Yeah.
What do you think it costs?
700 new, so you probably spent 400 maybe?
Try $225.
That's a deal.
That's right.
That's a good deal.
And here it is, right here. And the best part is, when you buy these new, they do not come with whatever, I don't know what this sensor is, but whatever it is, it doesn't come with it. In fact, this is loose.
It's like a little baby oxygen sensor.
Maybe that's what, maybe it's like a temperature. Boy, she's a little...
Yeah.
We should clean that up a little bit.
Here, let me add some light. There you go. See?
Yeah.
Woo!
Might need to clean that up a little bit. I don't know. It's this is guaranteed to work, and the most common failure point on these is, watch me break it, you know, right here.
Yeah.
This right here.
Okay.
This arm breaks, or the springs crack, and then they don't have enough tension to bring this plunger back.
Okay.
So that's what typically happens when we pull this one off. There's a very good likelihood that that there's something broken on that. It looks like there's a bolt here, and it looks like there's a bolt here, a vacuum line down here, a couple coolant lines. There's one here, and I think there's one on the bottom. I'm not entirely sure how this goes, but I think this actually attaches something like this. Anyway, what we're going to do now is we're going to start taking things apart. Do you want to take the engine cover off?
Sure.
And I will take... I'm done. The rest of it's you, Mike. Have at it.
Should have figured that.
You're new here, aren't you?
Yes, sir.
There we go. Okay, so it sits exactly like this. It there's a, what do they, I think they call these, is that like a banjo clamp? Is that what they...
Yeah.
So you loosen this, and it's a collar that holds this on. So that's super easy. Look at all the exhaust that's getting passed.
Wow.
Yeah, this has been leaking. This has been leaking. So I should have watched a video or something, huh?
Well, then you would look smart. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't want to look smart, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to take this apart. This looks super easy. If I see anything that's complicated, I'll go ahead and tell you guys. But it's going to be a flathead screwdriver. Pop this little clamp off right here. This is just a matter of getting it to...
Yeah, screwdriver.
To release.
Yep.
This right here, I don't... Is this one you just squeeze, or do you just... Or is there... You got to get your clip out or something.
Oh, I don't know about that one. You would think it would just squeeze, but I'm not going to squeeze it and break it.
Yeah, we're probably going to break stuff. Then you've got this plug to get off. Then there's this vacuum line to get off. And then it's just a matter of getting the 2 bolts out and the coolant line on the bottom, which looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, and someone said that you got to take this off.
Oh, okay.
So we may need to get that off too, just for safety. And yeah, let's change this out and see if we can make this thing run right again. All right, so these are 6mm. There's another one way down there, probably pretty hard to see, but it's right there. And I think, okay, that was easy. Now I've heard horror stories about these things ripping, and then
yeah, you got your red hose still attached to right here.
Oh, okay, I didn't even see that one. Yeah, that is that is on there. Yeah, here, you can take the camera and let me see if I can
just manhandle it.
That she don't want to come out.
Yeah.
Feels like something's gonna get broke anyway.
Oh, there you go.
That did not go to the ground.
Oh, it didn't?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
All right, it fell all the way. Uh-oh. It got itself in a tricky position here. There we go.
Ta-da!
This magnet. You need these.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That was
a good 10-15 minutes of wonder and awesomeness.
I can't wait to see what's next. All right, we've made a little bit of progress. We still got a long way to go. So this coolant line is a lot of fun. I've got this set up almost exactly like the one on the car is, except it's actually more like this. Mm-hmm. So this bottom one is a lot of fun, and don't break them. They're very old, brittle plastic. Mm-hmm. To get these, you gotta have a pick, and I like this one that's got the hoop.
Mm-hmm.
Because
that's a good one.
Yeah, it catches the clip, and you got to get down here and pull out just like that. Don't pull it all the way, and then pry it off. The one at the bottom, much more fun. You got to get blind under here, and you got to really grab it and pull it out. I've already done it. We've got the coolant lines off. This banjo fitting is off. The sensor is disconnected. Vacuum line, and this is disconnected. What do we got now? We've got a bolt right here. Mm-hmm. We've got another one that's hiding up here.
And then the 2 good ones.
And then those 2 good ones, which maybe I can show them this, back here. Boy, you're going to have a hard time seeing that. Way down there where that metal tube is, you can see that corrugated tube. There are 2 Torx screws that are going to want to fall. We're going to have to figure out how to not let that happen. We're close. We're so close. And if we lose anything, if we lose a single piece,
yeah,
it's over.
I don't want to go spelunking down there. So, yeah, we're not going to drop anything.
Yeah, we won't drop anything. We'll be back.
All right, we're whispering.
We're whispering because I dropped you can't drop anything. Nothing. And I dropped something. Mm-hmm. And now I've got this little finger majig thing, but it's stuck. Wait.
Did you just drop it?
Oh, no.
Did you drop it?
I did. Wait, I see it.
Oh, no.
I see it.
Okay.
I see it. It's in a more accessible location now. If you hold that right there.
Okay.
Right there. Come on. Please, please, please. I got it.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, holy crap.
Oh my God.
Now, show everybody why we can't use the magnet.
Oh, yeah, this is great. First, everybody's going to be like, you should have just used a magnet, right?
With the magnet, yeah.
Okay, except, uh-oh. They intentionally made this out of something non-magnetic so you would drop it. This is not a, they did not make this for a DIY. This is not a DIY. We should probably show them a few things have changed. Number one, we got the old part out. Here it is. As I expected. You notice how this doesn't return?
Yeah.
It sticks. It's stuck. Well, the spring right here is broken in half.
There you go.
This one right here, when you push it in, it returns.
See?
So this was definitely broken. Let's hope we don't need anything off of that.
Now we're whispering again. We're whispering because Randy's getting mad.
I'm telling you, this
was more than we anticipated.
It cut. You know, it's not the cuts that are bleeding. It's these little like micro cuts, like paper cuts, all over your knuckles. I've got them here, 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 here. Yeah, so I feel like someone has paper cutted my. Why did I let you?
I don't know.
Okay, so we took this top bar off.
Yep.
There's a brace that goes here. Trust me, take that off. There's 4 bolts, and you just pop this little line off of it. It'll save you a world of trouble. The next thing I'm going to highly recommend, because we didn't watch YouTube videos, we literally just jumped in this to figure it out ourselves. Take the cooling fan out. I don't know how big of a PITA that is. It looks like the cooling fan slides out. I'm sure it's bolted in a couple places. But boy,
Yeah.
it looks like it would save so much headache.
Because you can almost get in there and see.
Yeah,
Almost.
Almost. You could almost get in there if this cooling fan was not locked down. But I have no idea. I have no idea how they've got this thing in here or where. It's got flaps all over it. Little flappy flaps everywhere. And then one more piece of advice if you're going to do this. The hardest bolts in your life are going to be these right here. And they sit at an angle to where once this is in like this, they are straight up and down like 12 and 6 o'clock. This one you can see, this one's going to fall out. 100% you're going to lose this. I don't care what you do, this is falling out.
Yep.
The bottom one, it doesn't come out, but it comes out with the assembly. And then you can take it out. Here's what I'm going to tell you. When you go to put this back in, I haven't figured out how to do it yet. Put something, even if it's just a dab of silicone. That may be a trick.
Hold it in there, yeah.
That may be a trick, is to put a dab of silicone right here where these threads are clean and shove it in there.
Yeah.
Let the silicone dry. Same thing for the bottom. Now, as soon as you start applying torque to them, the silicone's going to break loose. The silicone's not going to be in the way of the sealing surface, but you want these bolts not to move, because if you lose a single one of them.
I wish you had regular bolts that size that we could use instead of those things.
Yeah, ones that are magnetic too.
Ones that are magnetic.
Yeah, whoever thought this Torx was a great idea for especially a place like this?
Yeah.
No, come on, man. Come on. You're doing too much, BMW, and we ain't appreciating it. I'm going to look into what it takes to pull this shroud out, because I really think just pulling this cooling fan assembly would make things a whole lot easier going back in. It does not want to come out. It does not want to clear this plastic beam right here, the support beam for the cooling fan. It was a bear getting it out and getting it back in. Good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck. So let's see what it takes to get this out, and maybe we'll pull the cooling fan out. All right, I had a great idea. We don't have time to wait for silicone to dry. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you this piece right here. This is what we were concerned about, is this bolt falling out and this bolt falling out. Well, if you look, you see I've got black electrical tape. That's my idea.
We got some, well, I'm not taking credit for it. This
mine.
is your idea.
So this electrical tape is never going to be threaded into anything. It just sits right in here inside this little bracket. So you just want to put enough on it to get it in. Now look. You can still turn it with your ratchet, but they will not fall out. Look at that. BMW, you taking notes? Electrical tape.
Electrical tape.
That's all you need.
Imagine that.
Electrical tape.
You done fixed the problem.
I did.
We'll put it in
Well, not
quickly.
yet. We still have to put this whole thing together, and nothing can break.
Right.
Right, yeah. Lots of plastic and things. We also did not take out the cooling fan because I'm feeling lazy. That's never good. My dad always told me a shortcut's never a shortcut. It's a long cut. And with this out of the way, I'm telling you, man, it would be so easy. But I'm looking at all these things that they've got crammed down in. Look at all these flappy things. What that's over here, more over here. What is all this, man? And it'd be nice if it just.
So you got one Torx right there, but
I promise you, there's more to this story. Do you think we should try to just cram it back in? And
I think the bolts are in there for good.
you think we'll be fine?
I think if you twist it and go in, I think you'll be fine.
Because and there's a certain way because of this fan.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so this has to go something like that. This has to go over here, and then there really is, and it's a tight fit. It is
and you got this plastic pipe right here you don't want to break.
right.
Maybe we should do the fan.
Exactly, and that is the problem that we keep running into, is you kind of have to go through this way, and then. Don't forget, there's also plastic stuff down here.
Yeah,
lots of coolant lines and stuff, and we are. I think we're gonna have to take this fan out.
Yeah.
I do, and now I'm stuck. Great. Yeah, I'm stuck on something. Perfect.
Okay.
We accomplished nothing.
Okay, research time. Well, I declare, it looks a little different than when we last saw it.
Well, we took the fan out.
We did.
That's a great idea. And we're going to show them how to take the fan out here in just a second. But I got to get these two bolts that are notorious for falling out.
Yeah. See? Look at that.
That's one. And then we got one more. With the fan out of the way, this is a breeze. I do believe that is a wrap. That was. Why didn't we take the fan out, Mike?
We would have had that done in 10 minutes.
My dad always said a shortcut's a long cut.
Yeah.
He always said that, and here we are. Mike is trying to shortcut, not me. Mike was like, "Come on, man, we can do this, Randy. We don't need to take that fan out." No, he didn't say that. We didn't know. We didn't Google this,
We didn't
man.
know. This is all fly-by-night stuff.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's in. I'm going to assume the bottom one is probably in too. With the fan out. Yeah, there it is. Perfect.
Oh, that's, yeah.
Perfect.
Way better.
Look at this. Watch.
There's the click.
And then there's one on the bottom.
See? That you can see.
It's broken.
No, it's not.
I'm kidding. Yeah. He's not falling for it today.
It's the one that was leaking everywhere.
There
There's
we
a
go.
click.
There's a click.
Okay.
Don't forget the vacuum hose that goes over here. You won't hear that click, though. All right. There's that. We need to tighten down those 13s.
Yep.
You know what? Where's the... we have room now for the... yeah, for the... I call it the zing-zing. We have room for the zing-zing now. There we go. And one more. Whoa.
Whoa.
There we have. I'm going to say that's torque to spec.
Yep.
Perfect. We are well on our way, Mike. Look, I believe this goes like right here.
And then we have that little bitty
at
O2
that.
sensor thing that we like.
Oh, yeah.
That's the cool part.
That's
Here's
the old one.
Because it was kind of scratched.
Should we put the new one in? The new one was guaranteed to work. Let's put all the parts from the new one in.
Yeah.
So this goes... Hell, this one's got a scratch on it too.
Oh, no.
Which one's the new one, Mike? Oh, crap.
This is the new one.
That's the new one?
Because that one had the scratch on the side. Yeah.
Okay, so
So that's the new one.
we'll try this one. They're both probably good.
It's so funny. It has its own little sensor in there.
Yeah, if anybody knows what that sensor is, it looks like a teeny tiny little oxygen sensor like you said earlier. That's what it looks like. All right. We'll stick that sucker back in there. What was that, a 14?
Yes.
That cooling fan as much as I've complained about BMW today, and I've said some choice words, I do want to say that their cooling fan design is phenomenal. The removal procedure is actually, it's pretty awesome. We switched places. My battery died.
Yeah, so I started working. I got it all fixed up.
You finally got started doing something on this thing?
Yeah.
Well, Mike...
I mean, it looks wrong, but I think it's right. Check it. But I think
it looks wrong, but I think it's right. That's see, the problem is, look how that end over there is way.
Yeah, but on this side it's on. It's connecting these sides. See how this little groove like that?
I do. I have an idea. Give me a second, guys, because I do want to show you how to put that that cooling fan. I think it's. I think the cooling fan's really cool. Give me just a second.
Okay.
Let me fix what Mike just did. No, I'm kidding. I have an idea. We'll see if it works or not. All right, so I wanted to show you this cooling fan, which I think is pretty cool. It's a big fan. And you got these tabs, one on this side, one on this side. But check this one out. This one folds up to get out of your way because your upper radiator hose is on this side. So once you pop this out, there's no screws other than Mike took...
yeah, one torque screw.
That wasn't actually holding it in to anything. It was actually holding the charge pipe.
It was holding this thing that was on the charge pipe. Yeah.
That's it. So the fan itself actually just has a couple clips, and it's easier to see before we put the fan back in. But over here, well, you won't see this one. Down here, can you see where my... Yeah, I think you can. Maybe not. Where my screwdriver is here. There's a clip. You have to push the clip in and then lift the cooling fan out. And then on this side, this is one that you'll be able to see the clip a lot better. The radiator sits inside of this groove right here. And when it does, this top clip locks it in place. Same thing on the other side. So you got to get your screwdriver from behind. You got to push.
Oh, I see.
You got to push it in, and once you push it in, it's easier with the radiator. And once you, or with the cooling fan, and once you push it in, you can pop this side out, and you have to do the same thing to the driver's side. You push those clips in, and then to put it back in, it sounds easier than it really is.
Yeah.
Because you do have to maneuver around all of these hoses and stuff. But to get it in, once you get it in, it just snaps and locks into place.
So going in will be a lot easier than coming out.
Probably not. Nothing on this. I said this is going to be quick and easy. This was kind of a pain. And I guarantee you that the labor and the parts on this, if you went to the BMW dealership, you'd be over $2,000.
Wow.
Easily. Easily over $2,000 with parts and labor. So we did it ourselves, and we're hopefully going to fit. We know we put a good part in.
Yep.
We know we took a bad part out. And it will cost a total of about $250.
And we didn't break anything. Not yet.
It's like he's never worked on a European car before. Let's finish this up, guys. Clear the codes, and this will be done and ready to go down the road. All right, we've cleared the codes.
Yes.
It is not fully buttoned up, but it's buttoned up enough. Replace the coolant. I don't see any leaks. Everything is hooked up. We have no check engine lights. Everything is nice and tidy. There's that BMW coolant right there. For anybody that's going to say, oh, he probably put water in it. I have BMW coolant right here. You kidding me? All right, let's fire it up. And let's see what it does. You clear?
I'm going to stand back just in case. Does that sound normal?
Yeah.
Okay, any codes?
No.
So we fixed it.
Listen. Turbo.
I hear a little turbo. Yeah.
This is the M57. We'll go ahead and rescan fault codes real quick. Engine already came up. No codes.
That is so fast.
Sounds good, Mike.
We did a good job.
We did. We really did. We did a good job. We fixed a BMW.
And saved thousands.
Yes. I believe, I almost wish I could call the dealer and say, hey, how much would you charge to do parts and labor to do a, what was it we just did? The EGR cooler.
EGR cooler.
EGR cooler. I guarantee you it's a couple $1,000s with parts and labor. 250 bucks. There you go.
How much time do we spend on it though?
Well,
That's
2
all
hours?
relative.
2?
Yeah.
Was it 2?
2 maybe. Yeah.
And we've never done it before.
Never. We could do the next one in 45 minutes.
Easy. Easy, because we know how to take the stupid cooling fan out and save yourself a lot of trouble.
Yeah. Should I open the door before
I
I
would
suffocate?
say let's open the door. I'm already starting to woo.
Woo-hoo! Let there be air.
Well, you want to take her on a quick ride?
Let's do it. Let's hop in and go.
Let's go for a quick ride. Oh, we gotta button everything up under the hood, don't we? Yeah, that would be
We
good.
got the engine cover we got to put on. Any leaks or anything?
Pouring. No, I'm kidding.
No, she's not.
I'm kidding. It looks good, man. It looks good. I think it's... Boy, that diesel. Wow.
Yeah, that's a smelling.
Yeah, it is.
There,
I'll
she is ready.
Bring my billfold. Let's put this back on while we're at it. I'm gonna say this thing is buttoned up and good to go. Which is good because you did not come down here to work on a stupid BMW. You came down here because you wanted to hear that Maserati.
Maserati!
We'll get to the Maserati next. That's gonna be an easy one. Ugh. I gotta stop saying things like this. Will you grab that in?
Us. Yeah.
We just got to get a parts list together on the Maserati and change the X pipe.
That's easy.
Which is going to make it sound really loud. It should be like just 4 bolts and you beat it off.
Right. Wait a minute. I don't like how that sounded.
We're going to save that job for Mike. All right. She's warming up. I love this. I really do. I love this thing.
It's nice in here.
And it's probably good for another 100,000 miles.
Yeah.
Let me buckle up. Let's take her for a quick ride. See if that check engine light comes back on. Why does it look like it wants to rain?
Yeah, it smells like it. Feels like it.
It's been doing nothing but raining out here lately and hail. Nasty weather. All right. Once this traffic is gone, guys, we'll get on the road.
Well, it's 5 o'clock. It's 5 o'clock and there's so many people on the road. Count them. 1
and 2.
And 2.
That's a lot.
Dang.
It's a lot for out here. There we go. I got no plates, but that's fine. There we go.
So get up and go.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I really like this thing. Like, I'm not just saying it. This is a really nice SUV. I guess my biggest complaint about it is it doesn't have any fancy features.
Oh, you're spoiled.
I have gotten a little spoiled with some of the nicer cars. I mean, it's nice. It's got everything you need, but it doesn't have like cooled seats. It doesn't have big fancy screens. It doesn't have radars and Distronic Plus and
seats that move when you turn a corner.
Privacy shades and yeah, it is a really basic SUV, but at the same time, that's part of why I love it. You could absolutely tow with this on occasion if you needed to.
Mm-hmm.
It runs great. It drives great. It gets good fuel economy. Diesel, so it should last forever. I think this is the M57. And for $6,600?
Yeah.
Really? It may not have all the fancy stuff a lot of newer cars have, but at the same time, none of that stuff's going to break. So, we're going to take her on a 10-mile ride, guys. 5 to the stop sign, 5 miles back. And we'll reconvene and see how she's doing. We'll make sure she's got good pressure on the cooling system. Make sure nothing is leaking out from underneath it. And if the check engine light has not come back on by the time we get back, then I'm going to say the job is complete. And this thing is ready to go down the road. Well, we're back.
That was 10 miles, 10 worry-free, check engine code-free miles.
Yeah. We'll take a quick peek under it, open the hood, make sure nothing's pouring out of it. Let's run the codes real quick just to double check. Cross your fingers. Ha-ha!
see.
Pass, no fault.
I've never seen something go that fast.
I love this. I love this little scanner. It's an absolutely amazing scanner. It's the best scanner that there ever's been. Every other scanner is garbage.
As a lesser scanner.
You can take my word on that. And there you go. No fault codes at all.
Perfect.
None. Let's pop the hood. Make sure nothing's leaking. Well,
anything underneath? No.
God, the smell of diesel though, man. Wow.
It doesn't sound like a diesel though.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't. There's no...
It's so quiet. We got pressure on the cooling system? Yes, we do. She's good warmed up.
Okay.
65 miles an hour, 10 miles.
Yeah.
Take a peek underneath just to verify. Oh, man. I'm kidding. There's nothing. Well, there is something leaking under there, but it's air conditioning. And it's a little bit further back. Yeah, air conditioning. Look at that. It's cold. Air conditioning works great in this thing. So what do you think, Mike?
I think we done fixed it.
Not bad.
Move her on.
Yeah, I know, but I want to keep it, Mike.
Oh, you want to keep her now?
I do want to keep her. It rides and drives. I know, I'm not going to. I just said that I want to.
If you keep her, you got to find whatever's under here.
I don't know what you're talking about, Mike.
Okay.
Mike thinks a squirrel or something maybe crawled up in the fender and...
expired.
Yeah, it didn't make... That's okay. Eventually it'll stop. You know, just keep driving it. Eventually that'll go away. You don't smell it inside. It's only when you're somewhere over here.
Get down by the wheel.
It's coming from the fender area. Yeah. I have no doubt something crawled up in there. This was not that bad of a job. If we had done this knowing what we were doing, we could have watched a video. I bet there's a video on this, but I don't have any fun doing it that way. I like to just kind of get into it, figure it out.
Just wing it?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's for me, that's fun. It's more fun than watching someone else do it and then doing it and pretending like I know what I'm doing, which is what half of YouTube does.
Exactly.
It was fun, and I appreciate you coming down and helping out with it.
Of course.
We knocked it out. It took a little longer than it should have, but Mike said earlier, and I agree with him, 45 minutes if you know what you're doing. And the trick is, this metal bar, just get it out of the way. It's just get it out of the way. And that cooling fan, pop those two clips, fold that tab in, unplug it, and just pull it out.
And you get that much room.
And yeah, you've got so much room. And make sure when you put those bolts back in, those 2 bolts, put electrical tape over.
Yeah.
Whoever has to do this again, and eventually I'm sure it'll go bad again. I think these are like the weak parts of this. When they go to take those bolts out, they're going to be stressing over those bolts. Those bolts ain't coming out. They're going to be like, whoever did this, thank you, man.
Yep, exactly.
Thank you. All right, I'm going to call this a win, Mike.
Yay!
We're done. Look at that.
That's beautiful.
Isn't it big?
It's a big car.
It's not a small SUV. I really like it. I might drive this home. I was going to drive the E550 home.
Yeah.
Or maybe I'll drive the S550. No.
Oh.
I could drive the Maserati.
The dilemma.
Or I could drive the X5. Or I could drive the 40.
Yeah.
I don't
know.
If
you really wanted to go something in style.
I'll trade
How about a damaged
this for the S550.
Oh, hell yeah.
And I wasn't done. And $10,000.
Oh, and $10,000.
And $10,000. God,
course.
Mike, you got to let me finish talking, man. All right, guys, we're going to get out of here. This was a lot of fun, and I'm so happy that we took another European car that was broken and fixed it, and now it's probably ready to go down the road.
Yeah.
Am I going to make any money on it, though? Probably not. I don't make money on anything. It's video content, though, and wrenching with friends.
There you go.
So we are going to get out of here. If you don't know who Monkey Wrench Mike is, go subscribe to his channel. He's got, boy, you got a lot going on over there, and more coming.
Oh, yeah, some fun ones.
Yeah, he bought something. You bought something for $125. He bought it, and from the insurance auction at that.
Yeah.
He didn't buy it off it. He bought a car for $125 from the insurance auction. How do you feel about that?
I feel kind of scared about that, actually. No, I'm excited. It's going to be cool. I've wanted one for a long time.
It's not going to be cool, Mike.
It's going to be amazing.
No, it's going to be...
We're going to lower it, put it on bags, get the wheels tilted out. No, we're not going to do that.
It's going to be a Disco Inferno.
Don't tell me that.
It is. It is. I don't know.
Very similar.
You can't buy a car for $125 today. Listen, if you want to see what it is, go check out his channel. I'll put his link down below. Go subscribe to him and tell him thank you for all the help. And if you're not considered subscribed, I hate getting tongue twisted. If you're not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and subscribe right now. Share the video with your friends. Hit the thumbs up button. And until next time, stay safe out there, everybody. I look forward to seeing you all again very soon in the next one.